This is a great way for them to feel appreciated.
The students are so respectful and so gracious and so kind.
Young people, wake up. The world is moving around you.
I'm so impressed with this Redmond student body. The students, there's a great bunch of students there, and they're very grateful and appreciative that they had an opportunity to do this.
They've been extremely excited, and they've managed to pass that excitement down to the underclassmen who weren't here for the last one.
I got to listen to them talk, which was really interesting because they had some pretty cool stories.
It's very important for the students to know what veterans have gone through.
When they get a chance to talk with veterans, they get a better understanding of freedom is not free. These young people will spend a great deal more time seeing that whatever it is that makes freedom happen continues. I was really impressed.
You go into the classroom and you don't feel like you're redundant. You feel like you're there because they want you there, and it's no matter which school it is.
Most students probably, if you ask them, what a veteran is, they probably don't really understand. They don't really get the chance to meet many veterans, and this is the time to do it.
These people are going to go from living history to just history, and if you're not taking advantage of what these folks offer, I think you are shorting your students and you're missing out on an awesome opportunity.
The Redmond Living History Day consisted of the classroom sessions, one large session in the gymnasium at the beginning of the day where the Tuskegee Airmen all had an opportunity to talk to the entire student body.
We are not here to glorify war. We are here to glorify freedom.
We perspired and survived World War II. We had the record of never losing a friendly bomb.
And we were there because it's our country too.
Then the classroom sessions, then lunches, of course, and then the Assembly of Honor.
Having Living History Day, it kind of meshes us all together.
They're so excited to show that they want to do something like this that it's just awesome. It just reinforces why I got into teaching.
Observing teachers and students at Redmond, observing their reaction. I know, I'm so stressed out at Milwaukee's, I'm so busy that I never get to sit back and enjoy it. So for me personally, I get to enjoy it, watching everybody else enjoy it.
They're still here and they're still excited for it. And I think if they're willing to be excited, we should be excited about it too.
There's no way that I can explain the warmth and the respect that I have for the young people after attending one of these. It's phenomenal.
The veterans walking into the gym, the ovation just went on, and then they did these claps in unison. There was so much spirit and pride at that school. It was really an emotional day, and I was really impressed and proud of the Redmond High students.
When I walked into that room, now you talk about an emotional experience. When I walked into that gymnasium, I just crumpled. I mean, I could not believe it. Yeah, that is an amazing, amazing display.
I've always been very proud of the students and their interests, the commitment to wanting to learn history.
They need to get involved because it's very important for the students to know what veterans have gone through.
I don't think people understand how huge this is, and really that it is their last chance to talk to some of these people.
Living History Day started at REDMOND High School because of their previous principal, Dan Purple. His father was a B-17 pilot in World War II, and he was greatly moved and affected by the stories of his father, and he felt strongly that the students should hear these stories and experience this. And he retired, and they've got a new principal now who felt we should do it again, and I'm glad they did, because I think the students and staff really enjoyed this day.
It's a very emotional experience, I think, for most of the veterans to come to these things.
I mean, just being in the room with these guys and they tell their story, and you're like, this sounds like something out of a movie. Those are the guys. This is the real deal.
The veterans are they're blown away, and they really look forward to going to Redmond. They hope it's an annual event.
After 35 years of teaching, and now with Richard Macon and Bill Holloman going through schools and coming to Redmond, now it's fantastic.
The REDMOND High School Living History Day was an amazing experience. The student body there had seen it 2 years ago, but the freshmen and sophomores had never seen it, and it was an easy sell job. They just bought into it and got into it, and their response was overwhelming.
You won't regret it. The students will step up, the teachers will step up, and you'll be amazed to sit back and listen to these guys' stories and these ladies' stories. And I just would recommend it. It's a lot of work, but it's probably the best learning opportunity for our students in the entire year.
On behalf of the staff and students of REDMOND High School veterans, I want to thank you for your time, your service, and for sharing Living History Day with us today. We appreciate it. We appreciate all you've done for all of us.
We will always remember, and we will pass these stories down to our children and grandchildren.